Leo, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early April 2025. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know, I appreciate each and every single one of you beautiful people out there. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's happening for the lovely Leos. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going here. My guide, spirit team, talk to me. What do we got for Leo gang? In early April, it's Aries season, a beautiful time of year. What energies, messages, insights can we take a peek at? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Leo gang in early April. What's the vibe? What's the energy? For those of you that don't know, it's my birthday week, extra special week, right? April 8th. I'll make a post about that. Here we go. Beautiful. I love this card. That's a nice way to start the reading. I feel like it's very intelligent. Now, the symbolism is kind of funny, the way it looks. It always makes me crack a smile. But the underlying energy is like sharp as a, or like smart as a whip, right? Very sharp, analytical, smart, intelligent type of energy, which is really great. I would watch out for the overactive mind. But before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the April subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. And also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk more in depth about this card. So as you can see, the reason I think it's kind of funny, we have this monkey here. It's holding a skull, it's contemplating its life. It's dressed up as Shakespeare, it's behind a typewriter, there's all sorts of equations and mathematics going on. So obviously this implies some level of intelligence. So for a lot of Leos, maybe you're seeing things quite clear right now. Whatever situations you're dealing with, it's like extremely analytical. So there could be something where spirit's like, hey, Leo, you might want to take a closer look at this, or you might want to keep your eye on it, because this is a card of analysis to me, very similar to the Hanged Man. When I see this card, I think of like Hanged Man, Ace of Swords mixture, where it's like I'm watching something, I got my eye on it. So do with that information what you will, but normally to me, it's just extremely smart. So for a lot of Leos, it's a great time to learn new things, absorb new information. It's like we're thinking on a different level here, which is great. Awesome for honesty as well. So we're just going to leave him there. I will say the only warning here is an overactive mind. So there could be certain things, or you might be overthinking it, or there could be something that's like making your mind race. But we're just going to leave it over there. Let's get into tarot. And yeah, I always say that first card here doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. Let's get you 3 tarot cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. Shuffle it up one time here for beautiful Leo gang. What's happening in early April? And while we get this deck shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading. Very unique. And I will say this, for the past few weeks, the Leo readings had a strong uniqueness to them, more so than normal. The reading was titled A Twist of Fate. So that tells me even for the upcoming weeks, the universe could throw you a few curveballs. There could be certain things that are fated events, fated incidents, or just big shifts of energy. And there is a karmic aspect to it. Didn't necessarily feel bad. We had the Wheel of Fortune, but we're going to see what shows up for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone, so only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody else, right? Let's get it going. 3 cards here for my lovely Leos. What's happening in early April, please? Let's get these cards out nice and quick. Okay, 8 of Wands, talk about quick, right? That's a big card, especially if communication's fiery. This is an energy that Leo is comfortable with. I like it for you guys in position number 1, because it's a card of making moves. So let's get a couple more. I think it's nice. Let's see what else shows up. What do we got for Leo in early April? Thank you. Okay, 6 of Wands, even better. Leo, this might be, I don't want to get too overly excited about the cards that are coming out, but this might be one of the better energies I've seen for you in recent times. Let's get one more. And even if you're going through some tough things right now, the way the energy's shifting and moving, I mean, all fire on the top. Now, that could be very intense, okay? But I mean, if there's any sign that could take the heat of all this fire, it would be Leo, right? Especially with multiple cards that could represent you. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into that juicy, intuitive stuff. But at first look, first glance, you know, I always look at the elements first. It kind of directs me to how the energy is moving and where it might be showing up most in your life. And we have all Wands. all fire, 2 cards that could literally represent you as an individual. So it feels okay to me. I'm cautiously optimistic about it. Fire is that passion within us, that burn or energy levels. This also does link to health and vitality. So I could be seeing increased energy levels for a lot of Leos when all this stuff comes up. It's very confident, it's bold, the way this energy moves. But at the same time, it's a lot of fire, right? And a lot of fire could be very intense. It could be explosive, could be very unpredictable. That's the downside to fire. So we're going to have to see, like, all right, is this unpredictable or is this a good push? Is this good explosive energy? I'm leaning that way already, especially with these 2 cards on the back end. But let's go through piece by piece and really start to build this out. Position number 1, we are starting with the 8 of Wands. And you're going to see all these cards have some similarities. The 8 of Wands, you see the 8 wands cutting through the sky. They kind of look like arrows. This is action. It's movement. It's one of the fastest cards in the whole entire deck. So it's business picking up rather quickly. If like you're making changes, making moves, this is good. If there's something you're chasing or a goal you're trying to attain, this is really good. This is a card of communication. That's one of the biggest things about this card. So it's conversations, it's talks, it's messages, hot and heavy, back and forth. And it could be great. I mean, it could be a lot of chit chat. There could be a lot of chatter going on. It could be, on the downside, an explosive kind of talk where things get a little heated or things get a little intense. Now, intensity is not always a bad thing, but the downside of this card is that it is so intense that it could be unpredictable, where unexpected things could pop up, things that you're not quite expecting. So we're definitely going to want to clarify this, but the energy's moving. I love to start a reading with an action card because it tells me, all right, this energy is not cemented, right? It's not stuck. So this could be really good for making improvements. So I'm feeling more optimistic about it than anything else. Now, moving to the center, the reason for my optimism right here, especially, we have the 6 of Wands. Beautiful. That's a card of complete and total victory. Love it. And you see this individual, they're on a horse. It looks like they're in a parade, has the laurels over their head. This is a card of coming out on top. So whatever it is you might be dealing with, whatever it is you're concerned about, it's like, no, I'm going to get the W here, one way or another. This is also a card of recognition. So whether it's recognition in what you do or recognition in your relationships, Leos by their nature attract attention. I'm not saying that you're trying to, but it's just the coding of Leo energy. Sometimes it's good attention, sometimes it's not. This is one of the cards of attracting attention as well, and it does link with the Leo sign. So just know you might be under someone's microscope at this time, or now is a great time for recognition or to put yourself out there in one way or another. So I like it for you. Now, the downside of the 6 of Wands, sometimes it can be a little overconfident, a little overzealous. Sometimes egotistical, not saying that's you. It could be someone you're connected to. They might have heightened ego. So we're going to have to see. It feels like a balancing act to me, but I love this 6 of Wands. When we go from this 8 of Wands, boom, right into this, it's like, okay, this is going really nice. Now, on to the back end, we have another one of your power cards. We have the beautiful, lovely, confident Queen of Wands right here. And queens represent the internal aspect of the suit. She is Wands, she is fire. So this is a huge card of self-confidence. So for some Leos, you might catch a confidence boost in this time. If there's like things or people or situations you've been dealing with that have been making you feel a little down, when I see her, it's like, okay, you might be getting that groove back. You might be getting some confidence back. So I'm really happy that this card shows up. But on the inverse, when we see the Queen of Wands, it could be the opposite. So there could be certain things where it makes you feel a little bit down. We're just going to have to see. But I love seeing her here. In my simplistic style, it might just tell us something that's coming towards you or what you might be feeling. But overall, I feel if there's any sign that could take all this fiery energy, it would be you. Okay, so we're going to place her right back over here by the Celestite because I want to dive deeper on all of it, Leo. Let's do it. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here for Leo, gang. What's happening? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that 8 of Wands. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Leo, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, 8 of Wands time. What is happening? Hopefully this energy just isn't too much fire. Hopefully there's not a lot of unpredictable or things popping up out of nowhere. But let's see. Let's see. What's that 8 of Wands here? Thank you. Okay. All right. So this could be various things because both of these cards are communication. Both of these cards are conversational. With the Knight of Pentacles, it's the complete antithesis of this 8 of Wands, where I've been speaking about the fire, the go, go, go. The Knight of Pentacles is like, not so much. It's like slowing something down. So for some Leos, watch out for situations, people, things that you might feel, I don't want to say are getting in your way, but might be like anchoring you down or slowing you down. Okay. Again, you take that with whatever situations you're going through, because this energy wants to go, 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 go. This Knight of Pentacles is like not so fast. So it could be a caution for some Leos. For some of you, like I said, it could be something you feel like, this is like dragging me down, or this is getting in my way. We'll see how it progresses. But another thing about this Knight of Pentacles, he's a messenger, right? Notice he has the pentacle, he's kind of offering it. So for some Leos, yes, this could just be a talk that pops in out of nowhere, or it could be like an unexpected talk, surprising talk, or even an explosive one that intensifies. So we're just going to have to see how it goes. I don't feel like it's necessarily a bad thing unless it is something or someone that you feel is like dragging you down, but that it's not the nicest message to give, but it is what it is, right? Let's keep moving. For some of you, it could just be a talk, like I said, a talk of some kind. And it's a little unpredictable when we have the fire and the Knight of Pentacles. It's like, okay, it could go this way or it could go that way. So it's a unexpected or surprising one. Let's keep moving. Let's see what's up with that 6 of Wands. Then we'll keep going here. Why is the 6 of Wands in the mix, please, for the lovely Leos? Thank you. All right. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. So we have the Watcher of the tarot deck. I feel like I've seen a similar energy for you, especially like maybe a couple weeks ago. It makes sense to me. We have the Page of Swords underneath the 6 of Wands. I'm getting a double or even a triple message here, so just take what hits for you. Now, the Page is the Watcher of the tarot deck. So when I see it under a card of getting and gaining attention, some of you, this could be really good if you're trying to be seen, if you're trying to put yourself out there. This is really good for that. So whether it is work or whether it is relationships, now is a good time to be seen. Now, for another portion of, maybe it is someone keeping tabs. Very possible. But another thing I do want to mention, pages are communicators. So notice 3 of the 5 cards out here are chatting. There's a lot of chit chat. There's a lot of talking. I feel like this could be really good news coming in, especially with the fire air mixture, what we were seeing here in the front. So it's like multiple. There's a lot of chatter happening. Now, for some of you, you might be connected to an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And this defensive page, it is giving me a similar thing where it's like this energy is like tethering this down. Then this energy is tethering this down. Watch out for any individual in this time where they downplay your contributions, or they make you feel like, you tell someone good news and they kind of crap all over it. You ever meet a person like that where it's like you have good news or there's something you're excited about and they like try to bring you down a peg? It's such an odd energy here. I feel for most of you it's very good, but just watch out for individuals like that. Let's keep moving forward. Very weird message to come through, but let's see what the Queen of Wands has. I feel for most of you this is fantastic, right? There's a lot of talk, there's a lot of good energy flowing, but let's see why the Queen of Wands is here. A lot of things here around talking. So why is the Queen in the mix? Thank you. Ace of Cups in reverse, though. Again, I don't want to sound like a broken record. Aces could represent communication, offers, all that kind of stuff. The Ace of Cups in reverse could be someone that's going through a bit of an emotional roller coaster. So I feel for some Leos, there's some energy here that's really great, but there's also this kind of downer type of energy in the undercurrent where it's like, no, this is good, but it could be better. Or like, that was awesome, but I wish this happened as well. It's like giving me that kind of vibe where it's like, there's a win, but it could have been a little better. I don't know. I mean, everything has room for improvement, right? Now, the Ace of Cups is conversational, okay? For some of you, I don't know if you're blocking out all this other stuff, like with the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Cups in reverse, it's like I'm keeping something to myself, not really speaking about it, not really addressing it. So it's like, we have all this energy, it's swirling, it's moving, it's talking. Then this Queen of Cups is like, this Queen of Swords is zipped, not saying a damn thing. Okay, so for some Leos, maybe there is a situation or subject where it's like, I don't really want to talk about it right now. Really don't want to communicate. So watch out for people pressuring you to talk about things that you don't want to discuss. That can most definitely be the case here. And I feel like the main thing, there's so much energetic intensity on the top. Just watch out for the swings in energy, like the high highs and the low lows. Try to have like a middle ground. I don't know why I'm mentioning that. It must be for a reason, though. It's very important to have a middle ground. So let's go through and do a quick recap. Then we'll get into the shadow card. But if you kindly look in the box, lots of court cards, lots of communication cards. 4 of the 6 cards are communication. But position number 1, we have the 8 of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles in the upright. Watch out for anyone or anything where you feel like it's a bit of a roadblock or something that's holding you back, because there could be a bit of a struggle. But I do also feel this could be an unexpected or surprising talk, because it's like, all right, well, what way is it coming at you? Is it coming at you slow? Is it coming at you fast? It's like flip a coin. Moving to the center, this could be some good news. We have the 6 of Wands with the Page of Swords. Now might be a good time to be seen or put yourself out there, because you could be a little more magnetic than you normally are. Could be someone that has you under the microscope for sure. But it does have a similar thing where it's like, I'm moving forward, or this is really good. But it's like, no, well, maybe it's not as good as you think. It's like a doubter of some sort. It's very peculiar. Moving to the back end, we have the Queen of Wands with the Ace of Cups in reverse. That Queen's not giving nothing away. So for some Leos, if there is something that's bothering you, you might be keeping your lip zipped for whatever reason. I did say watch out for the emotional ups and downs, but there's a lot of cards of communicating. There's lots of other people here. So you're going to have an interesting couple of weeks. I could definitely say that. So please take a screenshot if you want to look into that further. Let's see what's in the shadows. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here for the lovely Leos. And yes, I always like to pull one of these at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge. They could be a good thing too. So let's get you one. And yeah, if you made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love for all my channel members. Okay, let's get your shadow card out here right now. What's happening for my lovely Leos? Oh, thank you. Okay, King of Wands, another person. So that is something that should be taken into account as well, the sheer number of court cards and other people we're seeing here. And especially when I see that in the shadows and another card, that could be one of your power cards. It doesn't matter, that the gender doesn't matter with the court cards. The King of Wands does represent self-confidence. So like we saw, watch out for the energetic, emotional swings in general, because there could be some really high highs, but there could also be energies that are trying to like pull down. I'm not a big fan of that. But the King of Wands is about where you focus your intention. If you're not connected to another fire sign, this could be spirit telling like, hey, Leo, maybe you need to reanalyze what you're putting your attention and intention into. What are you putting a lot of your focus into? That's a huge thing with this King of Wands. But the fact that there are so many people, if you're the type of person where you're sensitive to the energies of others, the fact that we have so much talking and so many people, you might want to protect your energy in one way or another. So whether that's grounding yourself through meditation, prayer, Spirit saying protect your energy. So do what you got to do, my friends. But yeah, Leo, that's what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the April subscriber surprise. If you would like to book a personal reading with me and get a little further insight into your situation, you can check out my digital calendar on my website, mastermetaphysics.com. The April calendar is up, so feel free to go check it out and book. But for the April subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 3 copies, not 2, of one of my favorite decks of all time, the Gilded Tarot Royale. It's a gorgeous deck and it works fantastic. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, if you could pick one tarot card to best describe you, which one would it be? Are you the Empress? Are you the High Priestess? Are you the Emperor, the Moon, the Sun? You put your answer down in the comments, you'll be entered to win. And at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.